manuscript is a book written by hand that is reliably dated to the early part of the 15th century.
They're kind of standard rectangles, spirals, squares, triangles. Some of them as big as a football field, to put it in perspective.
Did you know that some historical photos hold a mystery so deep that even scientists cannot explain them? Get ready for an astonishing journey as we explore 20 of the most strange and unexplainable photographs in history. From images that defy all logic to discoveries that leave experts scratching their heads, these photos remain an enigma, even for the sharpest researchers. In this video, we will dive into the world of the inexplicable, where historical events, unexplainable phenomena, and mysterious objects challenge us to think beyond what we know. Why have these photos puzzled science for so long? What secrets do they hide? Join us on this adventure and discover what even science can't solve. Number 20. The unidentified flying object in The Madonna with St. Giovannino. In the 15th century, the famous painter Domenico Ghirlandaio created the masterpiece The Madonna with St. Giovannino, a religious painting that still baffles historians and art enthusiasts today due to a peculiar detail. In the background of the painting, a strange, luminous object appears to float in the sky, observed by a man and his dog. Is it a UFO or simply a religious symbol? This is one of the most intriguing mysteries in art history. In this painting, the Virgin Mary and the child St. John the Baptist are depicted, but what really stands out is a flying object in the sky. The mysterious figure seems to emit light, and the man observing it shields his eyes, as if dazzled by its brightness. This has led many to speculate that it could be a UFO, possibly evidence of extraterrestrial visits in ancient times. On the other hand, skeptics suggest that the object could represent the divine, an angel, or the Holy Spirit, common in religious depictions of the time. Some even argue it could be the Star of Bethlehem. However, it is undeniable that the object appears anachronistic for its era. The mystery surrounding this detail has sparked debates over art interpretation and its potential connection to unexplained phenomena. Is it a depiction of an extraterrestrial visit or a religious symbol disguised as advanced technology? The Madonna with St. Giovannino remains a testament to how art can reveal hidden mysteries, challenging our understanding of history. Number 19. The anachronistic photo of the time-traveling surfer. In a photograph taken on the coast of British Columbia in the 1930s, an otherwise ordinary image of vacationers enjoying the beach features one standout individual, a man in modern clothing in an undeniably period-specific setting. Could he be a time traveler caught in a snapshot from the past? In this photo, a man appears wearing a graphic t-shirt, shorts, and a modern hairstyle, which contrasts sharply with the style of the 1930s. His attire has led to the theory that he might be a time traveler. Skeptics have proposed that the t-shirt could be a rolled-up sweater and the shorts are simply long pants rolled up. The modern hairstyle might also be due to wind or wet hair. The image of the time-traveling surfer remains a fascinating mystery. Is it really a time traveler or just a fashion anachronism? While rational explanations exist, the image continues to be one of the most intriguing visual enigmas in history. Are we looking at a fashion anomaly or a clue that time may not be as linear as we think? Number 18. The Piri Reis Map. The Piri Reis map, created by Ottoman cartographer Piri Reis in 1513, remains one of the greatest historical enigmas. This ancient map shows precise details of the coastlines of South America, Africa, and surprisingly, Antarctica without ice, something that should not have been possible at that time. How could Piri Reis have access to such advanced knowledge about the world? The Piri Reis map is notable for its surprising accuracy in areas of the world that were still unknown to Europeans at the time. In particular, the representation of South America is so detailed that it challenges the cartographic capabilities of the era. The most perplexing aspect is the depiction of Antarctica without ice, a region that, according to experts, could only have existed in that form over 34 million years ago, long before human civilization. The map was created from various sources, some of which, according to Piri Reis, came from ancient lost maps, fueling theories about lost civilizations with advanced cartographic knowledge. Some suggest that Piri Reis may have had access to secret information, while others think the map represents a misinterpretation of coastlines and continents by navigators of the time. Despite the various theories, the Piri Reis map remains one of the greatest mysteries in historical cartography. The accuracy with which it shows Antarctica and other parts of the world raises fundamental questions about the lost knowledge of ancient civilizations and the extent of their discoveries. This map serves as a reminder that the past still holds secrets that could change our view of history. Number 17. The Spaceman photograph of Solway Firth, 1964. In 1964, Jim Templeton, a firefighter from Carlisle, England, captured one of the strangest photographs in history. During a quiet family outing in Solway Firth, Templeton photographed his daughter in a field. However, what appeared in the background of the image left everyone puzzled. A tall figure dressed in white with a helmet resembling an extraterrestrial. Who was the spaceman? In the photograph, a man dressed in white with what appears to be a helmet or visor appears in the background of the image, facing away from the camera. According to Templeton, there was no one else near his daughter when he took the photo, which made the appearance of the figure even more perplexing. The photo was examined by experts from Kodak and police photographers, who confirmed that the image had not been manipulated. Skeptics have suggested that the figure could be Templeton's wife, whose blue clothing was overexposed in the photo, giving her a strange appearance. The helmet could actually be her hair, and the visor might be the shadow cast by her face. Despite these theories, the image has fueled speculation about aliens, time travelers, and interdimensional beings. The spaceman photo has been featured in several TV programs and documentaries, generating significant mystery around the figure. Despite alternative explanations, the photo remains one of the most iconic cases of the inexplicable. Is this proof of an alien visit, or just a photographic mistake? The image continues to be a mystery that challenges us to look beyond the visible. Number 16. The complex diagrams of the Antikythera mechanism, discovered in 1901 in a shipwreck near the Greek island of Antikythera, this artifact has been called the first analog computer in history. The Antikythera mechanism, dating from the 1st or 2nd century BC, is an astonishingly complex device consisting of a series of gears and discs that demonstrated an advanced understanding of astronomy. This ancient artifact was designed to predict celestial events such as eclipses and track the movements of the planets, a level of technological sophistication that surprises given the era in which it was created. The complexity of its structure and the diagrams engraved on its surface show remarkable precision, far beyond what was expected from ancient civilizations. While studies of the Antikythera mechanism have revealed much about its function, the full extent of its capabilities remains a mystery. This device highlights the lost wisdom of ancient civilizations and opens the door to new questions about the technological skills that might have existed in remote times. The Antikythera mechanism remains a testament to the astronomical and mechanical expertise of our ancestors. Number 15. The mystery of the time-traveling hipster. In 2010, an old photograph from 1941 resurfaced, leaving everyone speechless. It's an image from the reopening of the South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia, where a crowd seems perfectly typical for the era, except for one figure who stands out, a man dressed in a completely modern fashion for the time. Could this be just an anachronism, or proof that time travel is possible? In the photograph, taken during a local event in 1941, a man stands out for his completely out-of-place attire. He's wearing a logo t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and sunglasses, items that weren't associated with the fashion of those years. Additionally, he's holding a modern camera, adding even more mystery to the image. While some have tried to offer plausible explanations, such as the logo on the t-shirt belonging to a sports team that existed in the 40s, or that sunglasses weren't entirely unknown during that time, the presence of these details remains a mystery. Skeptics suggest that the image could simply be an optical illusion or a case of a time traveler accidentally appearing in a historical photo. However, theories about time travel have flourished, and this man continues to be known on the internet as the time-traveling hipster, a mystery that challenges our ideas of temporality. Despite reasonable explanations, this man's figure remains one of the most debated photos in the world of historical mysteries. Is it just an anomaly in the fashion of the time, or is it a hint that time is more flexible than we think? This image continues to be a mystery that attracts those seeking answers at the edges of history and science. Number 14. The anomalous 1911 Zeppelin photograph. Imagine being in 1911 and suddenly witnessing a Zeppelin flying through the skies of Huntington, West Virginia, with a design so advanced it seems from another time. This strange and mysterious photograph challenges our understanding of early 20th century technology, a Zeppelin that, according to experts, shouldn't have existed at that time. Could this image be proof that humanity was far ahead in its inventions than previously thought? The photo in question shows an aerodynamically designed Zeppelin floating over the city of Huntington. What makes this image even more perplexing is the level of technology of the Zeppelin. Its structure looks much more advanced than what any Zeppelin from that time should have been capable of. With several propellers and a much greater load capacity than traditional early 20th century Zeppelins, this object looks like something straight out of the future. What's most curious is that the photo was taken years before the construction of the first Zeppelin-style dirigible in the United States, leaving experts wondering how such an object could have existed in an era when aviation technology was still in its early stages. Was it a secret design by an inventor ahead of his time, or was it simply a well-crafted hoax? Despite various theories, no evidence has been found to prove the photo was manipulated, leaving the door open for more speculation. This photograph, which has baffled scientists and historians for over a century, raises important questions about the history of aviation and the limits of early 20th century technology. If a Zeppelin like this truly existed in 1911, it could rewrite what we know about aviation advancements. Despite the theories and speculations, the 1911 Zeppelin photograph remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious images in the history of aviation. Number 13. The enigmatic images of the Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript, discovered in 1912 by Wilfrid Voynich, is one of the most puzzling texts in history. This 15th century codex, filled with strange illustrations and written in an unidentified language, has baffled historians and cryptographers for generations. Is it a book of secret knowledge or a work of fiction? The manuscript, filled with images of plants, astronomical diagrams, and strange figures, is written in a language no one has been able to decipher. Many of the plants depicted do not correspond to any known species, and the astronomical diagrams represent constellations that don't match those we know today. Despite efforts by many scholars to decipher the meaning of this text, its purpose remains a mystery. The manuscript has been the subject of various theories, from being a medical manual or an alchemical book, to being a fictional creation by an author playing with the concept of hidden secrets. The language it contains remains impossible to translate, and the illustrations continue to be a challenge for experts in botany, astronomy, and cryptography. The Voynich manuscript remains one of the greatest literary mysteries of all time. Although several attempts to decipher it have failed, the manuscript continues to captivate those who seek to unravel hidden secrets within the pages of history. Its enigmatic images and cryptic text remain a puzzle that could hold much deeper answers than we imagine. Number 12. The mysterious stone spheres of Costa Rica. Deep in the Costa Rican rainforest lies an ancient enigma that has baffled archaeologists and historians for generations: the Dequees stone spheres. These perfectly spherical stones, some over 2 meters in diameter, have confounded experts with their precision, origin, and purpose. How is it possible that an ancient civilization could have created something so accurate and mysterious? The stone spheres, made of granodiorite, an extremely hard rock, vary in size and are primarily found in the Dequee region of southern Costa Rica. They are so well formed that they can be considered a marvel of pre-Columbian engineering, challenging the idea that ancient civilizations lacked the tools to produce such objects. Despite studies, the exact method of their creation remains a mystery, as the technology required for such precision doesn't seem to have existed at that time. As for their purpose, theories vary. Some suggest they were used as astronomical markers to guide navigators, while others believe they may have had religious or ceremonial uses. Additionally, some do not rule out the possibility that these spheres came from a lost civilization, or even that they have extraterrestrial origins. Whatever their purpose, the stone spheres remain a testament to the ingenuity of ancient peoples. While the meaning of the spheres remains a mystery, there's no doubt that they represent an important part of Costa Rica's cultural heritage. Their status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site underscores their historical importance, though many questions remain unanswered. What other secrets do these stones hold? Could they hide advanced technology from a lost civilization? The quest to solve this mystery continues, keeping alive the questions about our past. Number 11. The Levitation photograph from Erie, 1920s. In the days before digital image manipulation, a photograph taken in the 1920s left the world astonished. The image shows Colin Evans, a spiritualist medium, seemingly levitating during one of his spiritual sessions. What could appear as a camera trick or a hoax has left a lasting mark on the debate about the supernatural. Was it a genuine manifestation of Evans' powers, or simply a skillful setup? In the photo, Evans appears suspended in mid-air, surrounded by fascinated onlookers. The context of the photo is one of Evans' numerous spiritual sessions, held in darkness using a flash camera to capture startling images. Skeptics argue that the levitation was achieved using hidden supports or wires, but those who believe in the paranormal maintain that the image is proof of Evans' spiritual powers. Colin Evans' levitation photograph remains a fascinating topic in unexplained history, highlighting the eternal human fascination with supernatural phenomena. Over the decades, the image has sparked intense debates about the boundaries between reality and the unexplained. Whether it's a perfectly executed fraud or an authentic manifestation, Evans' photo stands as a testament to how the pursuit of the paranormal can capture the human imagination. Number 10. The photograph of the Hook Island sea monster. The mysteries of the sea have captivated humanity for centuries. One of the most puzzling cases is the photograph taken in 1964 by Robert Lazarek, a French tourist visiting Australia. The photo shows an enormous sea creature resembling a giant tadpole lurking in the shallow waters of Stonehaven Bay, Hook Island. What is this sea monster? A prehistoric creature or an elaborate hoax? The photograph depicts a dark shape underwater with a sinuous body extending into the depths and a discernible head. Some suggest it could be a plesiosaurus, a prehistoric marine creature, while others propose it could be an unknown species of giant eel or stingray. However, there are those who believe it to be a forgery, perhaps created with plastic material placed in the water to simulate a sea monster. Despite doubts about its authenticity, the Hook Island sea monster photo remains an enigma for cryptozoology enthusiasts. It has captured the imagination of the public for decades and continues to be an intriguing case that challenges the boundaries between the real and the imaginary. Are we looking at an unknown sea monster or just a clever illusion? This fascinating photo remains a central piece in the unresolved marine mysteries. Number 9. The unexplained fairy circles of Namibia. In the arid, desolate lands of the Namib Desert in Namibia, a natural phenomenon has puzzled both scientists and travelers: the fairy circles. These geometric patterns of barren earth have been a mystery for years, generating both scientific and mythological explanations. What is the true cause of these perfect circles in the desert? Fairy circles are patches of barren land surrounded by shorter grass, forming a honeycomb-like pattern visible from the air. The circles can vary in size from a few meters to tens of meters in diameter and are spread across vast areas of the desert. Scientific theories suggest they could be caused by termites, plant competition for resources, or even gas leaks. However, the definitive explanation remains elusive. On the other hand, local myths attribute the creation of these circles to divine interventions or the passage of gods. Fairy circles remain an intriguing mystery for both scientists and myth lovers. While some explain them as a fascinating natural phenomenon, others see them as evidence of the supernatural or forces beyond human comprehension. These circles continue to be one of the most fascinating enigmas left by nature, inviting exploration of both ancient legends and unresolved scientific mysteries. Number 8. The lizard men figurines of Ubaid archaeology offers us a glimpse into the past, but sometimes it also presents us with questions that challenge modern understanding. A perplexing discovery at the Ubaid site in Iraq uncovered a series of terracotta figurines depicting humanoid beings with reptilian features. What do these ancient figures reveal about the beliefs and rituals of lost prehistoric cultures? The lizard men figurines of Ubaid date back to between 4000 and 5000 BC, long before the Sumerian civilization. These humanoid figures have elongated heads, almond-shaped eyes, and scaly skin, giving them a distinctly reptilian appearance. Some figurines depict these beings engaging in daily activities, such as nursing babies or holding staffs that appear to symbolize leadership or authority. The strange appearance of these figures has sparked speculative theories about their meaning and connection to ancient myths of non-human creatures. The lizard men figurines remain an enigma as they challenge conventional views of prehistoric cultures and their understanding of the world. Could these figures represent a type of religious cult or worship of non-human beings? Questions about their purpose continue, adding layers of mystery to the fascinating past of ancient Mesopotamia. Number 7. The Nazca Lines from the air. The Nazca Lines, located in the desert of Peru, are one of the greatest archaeological mysteries in the world. These gigantic geoglyphs, visible only from the air, represent animals, plants, and geometric shapes, and their origin and purpose have baffled scientists for centuries. How did a pre-Incan civilization, nearly 2,000 years ago, create these enormous designs that can only be appreciated from the air, an impossible perspective for them? The Nazca Lines are a monumental marvel. Some believe they were created for astronomical or religious purposes, perhaps as a cosmic map or a tool for ceremonies invoking rain. Other theories suggest they could have served as landing strips for extraterrestrials or as an astronomical calendar. However, none of these theories fully explains the specific purpose of the symbols or how the Nazca people managed to create such large-scale works of art with such precision. Even more puzzling is how they maintained the correct perspective, as the figures are nearly impossible to appreciate from the ground. Today, the Nazca Lines remain an unsolved mystery. These impressive figures continue to be studied by archaeologists, historians, and scientists who are trying to understand the connection between ancient cultures and their knowledge. Is it possible that they possessed unknown technologies, or was it a form of communication with the sky? The Nazca Lines continue to challenge our ideas about prehistoric civilizations and remain a source of fascination. Number 6. The photographs of the 1959 Dyatlov Pass incident. In the cold winter of 1959, a group of 9 Russian hikers mysteriously disappeared in the Ural Mountains. The incident, known as the Dyatlov Pass, remains one of the most chilling enigmas in modern history. Among the most baffling pieces of evidence are the photographs taken by the hikers themselves before their disappearance, images that have sparked a wave of theories. The cameras recovered at the incident site contain images that have left investigators and theorists puzzled. One photo shows a blurry figure near the tree line, dubbed by some as the Yeti photo. Another unsettling image from the final night of the expedition shows a glowing sphere or an unidentified light in the dark sky. These images, combined with the strange circumstances of the case, such as the bodies found in unusual states and unexplained injuries, have led to speculations that include secret military experiments, attacks by supernatural entities, or even conflicts with indigenous tribes. The photographs of Dyatlov Pass not only add a terrifying visual narrative to the story, but also fuel the endless speculation about what really happened that night. Although the incident remains unsolved, the images capture an atmosphere of mystery and terror that keeps the interest in this chilling case alive. Number 5. The astonishing Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot film. One of the most iconic and debated videos in cryptid history is the Patterson-Gimlin film, captured in 1967 in Northern California. This brief footage shows a large, furry, bipedal creature walking across a clearing. Known as Bigfoot, the video has divided opinions for decades. Is this the definitive proof of the existence of this elusive creature, or simply a carefully orchestrated hoax? In the video, the figure referred to as Patty displays a relaxed but strange walk, with movements some experts argue are incompatible with a human being. Supporters of its authenticity claim that the creature's anatomy, such as the length of its arms and visible musculature, would be nearly impossible to replicate with the costume technology available in 1967. However, skeptics insist it could be a man in disguise. The footage has undergone numerous forensic analyses, with studies examining everything from the creature's movements to potential shadows and reflections on its skin. Despite all this, the authenticity of the film remains unresolved. Whether an ingenious fraud or monumental evidence, the Patterson-Gimlin film remains one of the most fascinating mysteries in the world of cryptids. It has inspired investigations, heated debates, and the belief that perhaps in the farthest corners of our planet, Bigfoot could be real. Number 4. The strange Fresno Nightcrawler footage. Among the strangest and most enigmatic phenomena captured on video are the Fresno Nightcrawlers, first seen in California in the late 2000s. These creatures with long legs and torsoless bodies seem to calmly walk across a yard in a surveillance recording. The footage, though brief, has left many wondering, what are the Nightcrawlers? In the original video, 2 white figures can be seen moving fluidly and oddly across a residential garden. Later, a similar recording was captured in Yosemite National Park, suggesting that these creatures may not be an isolated case. Skeptics of the videos point to digital manipulation or even a well-orchestrated prank. However, others view these figures as proof of extraterrestrial life, interdimensional beings, or even manifestations from indigenous folklore. The Fresno Nightcrawlers have captured the imagination of those interested in the inexplicable and have generated countless theories. Despite the lack of further evidence, these creatures remain a modern legend, challenging our understanding of what could be lurking in the dark, just beyond our perception. Number 3. The alleged 1870s. Photograph of Billy the Kid. Historical photographs offer a unique window into the past, but sometimes they also spark controversy. In 2010, a tintype photograph purchased for just $2 at a souvenir shop was revealed as a possible image of Billy the Kid, one of the most famous outlaws of the Old West. Is this photo authentic proof of Billy the Kid playing croquet, or just a cleverly executed hoax? The photograph shows a young Billy the Kid and his gang, the Regulators, playing croquet in what appears to be an upscale setting. If genuine, it would be only the second confirmed image of Billy the Kid. However, some historians question the plausibility of this scene, considering that a croquet game seems unlikely in the rugged lifestyle of an outlaw. Despite these doubts, the The photo has generated significant interest, appearing in National Geographic documentaries and undergoing forensic analysis. The photograph of Billy the Kid has sparked intense debate among historians, forensic experts, and Old West enthusiasts. Whether an invaluable historical artifact or just a photograph of anonymous 19th century individuals, this image has captivated millions. Is it irrefutable proof of Billy the Kid's existence, or simply a coincidence that plays with our historical perception? Number 2. The Nampa figurine. In 1889, a discovery in a water well in Nampa, Idaho, left the scientific community puzzled. At a depth of about 300 feet, workers found a small clay figurine depicting a female figure. What is perplexing is not just its existence, but its location in geological layers dating back approximately 2 million years, far earlier than humans were believed to have inhabited that region. The Nampa figurine has been the subject of controversy since its discovery. Some argue it could be evidence of advanced civilizations that existed long before conventional history suggests. However, other researchers contend it may be a more recent artifact embedded in older materials due to natural processes such as erosion or drilling. Despite the lack of consensus, the figurine remains one of archaeology's most intriguing mysteries, a conundrum that challenges our understanding of human evolution and the history of civilizations. The Nampa figurine continues to be an out-of-place artifact that raises fascinating questions about the past and the technological capabilities of ancient cultures. Its mystery persists, challenging scientists to re-examine the timelines of human history. Number 1. The Last Photo, taken at the Eilean Mor lighthouse. The mystery of the Eilean Mor lighthouse, located in the Flannan Isles off the west coast of Scotland, remains one of the most mysterious and eerie maritime cases in history. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers disappeared without a trace, leaving the lighthouse empty and authorities bewildered. A photograph taken at the lighthouse shortly before their disappearance adds an eerie layer to this enigma. The photo shows one of the keepers, Thomas Marshall, with a worried expression as a storm looms in the background. This portrait has been interpreted as a sort of premonition of the disaster that was about to unfold. In the lighthouse logbook, notes about severe weather conditions and possible dangers were found. The disappearance of the keepers, along with the unsettling photograph, has led to countless theories, ranging from a possible accident to a supernatural invasion. The Eilean Mor photograph has become a symbol of the unknown and the inexplicable. While it doesn't provide clear answers, it remains a visual reminder of the power of the mysterious in human history, encapsulating the enigma surrounding the lighthouse keepers and their strange disappearance. And so, we conclude our journey through the 20 strangest and most inexplicable photographs in history. Each image leaves us with more questions than answers, reminding us that there are still mysteries that science has yet to unravel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content full of enigmas and mysteries. Let us know in the comments which of these photos surprised you the most and what theory you have about it. Thank you for joining us on this adventure into the unknown. Until next time, keep exploring and keep curiosity alive. See you soon.